Hey guys, Squiggles here with Game 2 for Subscriber Saturday. This one is going to be between NERDxBeasty, the blue Protoss, and over here in the other corner we are going to have JacobJib, the red Protoss. So some good PvP action. Both of these guys very, very manner. Look at this, the good luck, have fun. Good luck as well, my friend. Perfect split, whoops. Almost forgot, and a heart. Oh, man, I'm confused. There's all these kind words, and these guys are going to be killing each other in a minute. So, okay, whatevs. I guess I will just be confused. As we can see, the pylon going down for JacobJib, and he's going to go ahead and scout. And it looks like NERDbeasty is going to go ahead and scout as well. They are both doing exactly the same things at this time. Although apparently JacobJib is doing his just a teensy bit better because his pylon is done and now NERDbeasty's is done. Got it. And it looks like they're both going to be chrono boosting out some additional probes. So pretty standard as far as that goes. Look over here. We can see that they're both going to scout each other right away as well. So they have good knowledge of what's going on. They both see exactly what each other are doing. And it looks like JacobJib content to just kind of chill there and not do anything. Oh, getting poked in the behind again. Oh, getting poked again. Oh, hey, there he is, and now he's going to go ahead and run away. This gateway is a bit faster for NERDbeasty than it is for JacobJib. Looks like NERDbeasty got his on 12 or 13, and JacobJib got his on 13 or 14. So a little bit slower on the gateway for Jacob, and a little bit faster on NERDbeasty, as well as NERDbeasty is taking a gas, although his gas is a little bit later than JacobJib. So we will have to see how this little deviation plays out. We can also see, it looks like, oh, this probe has been forgotten. He is just going to be chilling and maybe getting some intel later on in the game. NERDbeasty continuing to chrono boost out probes, and wink, there goes down the Cybercore. So his Cybercore is going to be a little bit ahead of JacobJib's, and you can see that now his goes down. So yeah, it looks like about 10 seconds faster, maybe a little bit more than that actually, on the cybernetics core for NERDbeasty. And by the way, NERDbeasty is my subscriber. If I didn't say that, I don't remember. So we were all rooting for him. Go Nerd! Go Nerd! You can do this, man. You're a beast. That's right, I went there. You can see that a Zealot's getting chrono boosted out, and ooh, this is kind of a scary spot for this probe to be, because if he decides to throw a pylon down, then that could be absolutely detrimental to NERDbeasty's health. I do like NERDbeasty's wall that he has set up right here. It's going to be very hard to harass this building placement. I'm still trying to keep an eye on that probe. I want to see what he ends up doing. NERDbeasty's probe manages to get back inside JacobJib's base, and he is going to be just scouting around, getting a lay of the land, getting some looks. You can see that JacobJib is going ahead and chrono boosting out his own warp gates, and it looks like his warp gates are actually catching up a little bit because NERDbeasty is not chrono boosting. And never mind, he heard me say it through space and time, and he decided to go ahead and throw down the chrono boost. That's going to help. And actually, if you chrono boost every single time, it takes 5 chrono boosts, and it significantly reduces the amount of time it takes to research that upgrade. Apparently, I can't click either. But, yep, that can help quite a bit. Meanwhile, it looks like JacobJib is going to go for a 4-gate, and NERDbeasty is as well going for a 4-gate. So it's a 4-gate versus 4-gate, or as we like to call it, a typical Protoss versus Protoss. So, yep, we're going to have to see who comes out ahead. Let's take a quick look at the worker supplies. You can see workers are absolutely the same, and army supplies are absolutely the same. So, let's see what happens between these two players. And oh snap, it looks like Jacob may actually be able to get a little bit ahead, because oh, look at this, his pylon did go down. That's what I was afraid of. Oh no, Nerd, be careful, there's a pylon in your base. And you can see here that Jacob is going to move out with his first Zealot and Stalker. Always a pretty safe standard thing to do. Also, NERDbeasty with a little bit of forward scouting has a probe at the bottom. LOL, LOL, LOL. That was me trying to be funny. I'm sorry. But it looks like they are both going to be macroing up now. And actually, NERDbeasty is the one who's a little bit ahead, so that's kind of funny. But you can see here that JacobJib has a ton of money, so as soon as he decides to start macroing, and here he goes, 4 Stalkers coming in the back as he attacks up the front. Good force field here to trap this guy. But the Stalkers are in the base, and they are going to bypass the probes and go straight into the Zealots. I don't usually recommend that. But it looks like NERDbeasty's sentry actually, wow, stays alive, and these Stalkers are going to actually go down. I don't think they really should have just walked up to the Zealots and just tanked the hits. That's kind of kind of no micro at all. But it looks like Jacob is going to be continuing his attack, and NERDxBeasty is going to be going ahead and attacking back down with Zealots and a Stalker, and 4 more Zealots coming in. So a very Zealot-heavy combination for Beasty. He does have a lot of gas stockpiled, so he can go ahead and get Stalkers whenever he wants to. And trying to put some pressure on this pylon, but going to have to stop doing that so he can, in fact, attack these Stalkers again. And these Stalkers are going to be running for their lives and trying to do what damage they can. I think, Jacob Jib, if you happen to watch this, I know you're not my subscriber yet, but if you happen to watch this, you need to work on microing your Stalkers just a bit better. Also, good job by NERDxBeasty keeping the Stalkers down here. They can't really maneuver very well, using the Zealots, who normally are not very good against Stalkers, to go ahead and take them down. And now, look at the supply difference. NERDxBeasty at 41 versus Jacob Jib's 23. So, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And oh, look at this, a Robo Bay going down, as well as a Robo Facility is already out, and an Immortal is out. So, in addition to going 4-gate, he's going 4-gate into Robo into Colossus off of 1 base. So that means he will not be able to produce out of all 4 of these gateways. At least not perfectly. But it doesn't really matter, man, because he has such a huge supply lead. He could expand. He could do whatever he wants at this point. It looks like it is now 33 supply versus the 44 supply of NERDxBeasty. And let's see. Jacob does have a couple of sentries, and they're going to be able to throw down a couple of force fields if they need to. And it looks like bloop, they will go ahead and do that. I think he could have actually caught one of those Stalkers and killed it. But whatever, he manages to live. It is now 46 versus 39, so Jacob Jib trying to come back. He is just in kind of a scary spot right now. And you can see that there is a Colossus starting, as well as a probe being sent over. And this Colossus is going to go ahead and get chrono boosted out. So both of them have stopped making probes, I think. Yep, it looks like, wow, it looks like Jacob Jib is actually a little bit ahead in probes. He has decided to resume making probes in anticipation for a little bit of a longer game. And he has, oh, let's see, it's about 48 supply versus 57 supply. So about 9 supply down, which is how it's been for a bit. And here come a couple more Stalkers for NERDxBeasty. If you look at the army supply, though, NERDxBeasty way ahead in army supply, right? So that difference in their supply is literally all army. 20 versus 37, and there is a Colossus out now, I believe. There he is. Look at this handsome nerd. And another Colossus that is about 50% of the way done. So I don't know how Jacob Jib is going to come back from that. Yep, he has. Oh, that's NERDxBeasty's observer too. So it looks like he's going to start off by sacrificing a Zealot to the gods of ire to try to buy a victory here. But I don't even know what he's going to do because he has force fields. But guess what? I have a secret for you. Colossus can crush force fields. Yeah, kind of like that. And it looks like he's going to move in here and now move back. He just wanted to showboat. Looks like he donated a unit back to the gods of ire. So now they are tied at 1 unit donated apiece. This Zealot is really hating life, and he is like, dude, you guys suck. I just wanted to come out and hang out, and you guys are just, ugh, force fielding the ramp me out of it. That's terrible. Terrible. And there's another force field being set down. So Jacob is staying alive, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to do it. He does have a lot of Stalkers. No blinker +1 anywhere. And here come 2 Colossus and a whole bunch of other units. And these Colossus are doing tons of damage. They're not really taking any damage thanks to the Zealots. And look at this. NERDxBeasty's like, I don't even need my whole army, man. I'm just going to use these. I mean, I have a whole other army behind, but I'm not going to use it. And, oh, 1 Colossus is going to go down, but that's okay because it looks like that's going to win him the game. It is now 61 versus 30, and there is the GG from NERDxBeasty. I guess he's just telling Jacob Jib that he should go ahead and tap, and I think that he is going to do that at any moment now. There's the GG. Good job, NERDxBeasty.